guys. It's nice to see you this wonderful Sunday morning before church. Nobody is awake this morning, huh? I'll wait for a few people. It always takes just a few minutes. Nobody knew I was going live this morning, so we'll just rock it out with our coffee beans out until my coffee beans start popping and waking up and realizing I'm live. Realizing I'm live. Hey, it's nice to see everyone. Good morning, my BFFs. I hope everybody's doing great this morning. I'm trying to get over here. We've got a lot of stuff to cover this morning. Quite a bit of stuff to cover this morning, and I'm a little upset. I gotta say, with everything going on. In this case is just really, I don't know, upsetting. Very upsetting. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this stuff done real quick. If you don't mind, give me a few moments. Give me a few moments. Oh, Jesus. Jeez Louise. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see you all in here. I'm just trying to get some things done before we get started. And of course, I'm having like... Oh, it's been great this morning. It's been great. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you guys are doing very well this morning. Oh, wow. We're getting people in here. Nice to see you. We'll get started on... What do you mean you can't find this account? Don't give me that. Oh, I guess it does help if I spell correctly. Well, good morning, Crystal Clear. I'd like to know who that is. One of my mods need to tell me who Crystal Clear is. It's too early to be dealing with Chris, okay? Okay? I'm sorry, I ain't got the patience for it. Have you seen me yet? I just woke up. I'm Bedhead Betty. I'm Grumpy, Bumpy Betty. Grumpy, Bumpy Betty. I love that. I tell you guys, I tell you, sometimes things fall out of my mouth that shock me. You think I'm joking about that. I don't know how many times I've been like, did that just come out of me? Good morning. Good morning, Tanya. Crystal Clear is in the house, so we can be crystal clear. We can be crystal clear. Bullhorn Bedhead Betty is a hot mess. Hot mess express. Good morning, Jules. It's nice to see you. Adrian, good morning. Good morning, Jazz. It's nice to see you. Wild Cherry. Blue Victorian, it's nice to see you. I'm becoming Victorian. Actually, I'm becoming antique. What's before antique? Is Victorian before antique, or is it antique before Victorian? Whatever's oldest, I'm there. No. I'm just a girl from Pittsburgh, I swear. Good morning. Yeah, I don't realize how loud I am. I'm actually deaf. I'm totally deaf in my right ear. I've been that way since I was born. A nerve never grew in. Everything, I got all the equipment there. The equipment's all installed correctly. It's just one little wire called a nerve didn't grow quite in there. But I have a full eardrum and everything. The only words, you know what they tell me? Guys, I'm sorry. I mean, forgive me. I just feel in 2023 that they should have something better than a cochlear, okay? Than something that goes on the outside of your head. Like, I just feel like in 2024, like, we should have, like, something that's Bluetooth. Like, drill a hole in the head, stick it in, cover it up, let it signal to each other. Like, why do you... No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. And you know what? If my parents would have done that when I was a kid, can you imagine that equipment when you went back in the 80s? Did you guys see the cell phones back in the 80s? Enough said, okay? Enough said. I don't know if you know, they used to carry cell phones around in big old bags. Like you had a box. Before the big giant one, the gray one that you had to stick to your phone. Well, they did have cellular cell phones, but they look like freaking what is it? Coolers. I guess is the best way to describe it. You had this huge box and a tiny little phone that sat on top of it. Guys, I might be telling my age. I better stop. That is Victorian. There's Sandy. It's nice to see you. Good morning, Joy. I don't even have coffee. My coffee is still brewing. I'm like dying here, if you haven't noticed. Tanya, you know, see, you're wanting to go back to the 80s. See, like me, I thought the 90s were fun. You know, the whole crisscross thing. We had fun. The 80s, I think the 80s was wild with all the colorful eyeshadow. Everybody had the most color. They liked the rainbow eyeshadow. Every time you turned around, you would have a freaking these people with rainbows all over their eyes. Like wild colors too. I mean, bright colors. Good morning. It's nice to see you, Linda. I go way back to phones hanging on the wall. Yes. Oh my gosh. Joy, can you imagine the young kids today looking at a rotary phone? Do they even know how to use a rotary phone? Does anybody in my chat remember how to use a rotary phone now? I remember when I was out at my grandfather's, it drove me nuts. 9, clink, 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 4, clink, 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 1, clink, 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 clink. But the music was better in the 80s. Yeah, I have to agree with that. The music kind of got a little crazy in the 90s. Everything exploded in the 90s. That's when they had all the major, like, whew. The 90s were like the wild, wild west. I don't know what to say. I didn't even realize how bad the 90s were until I got older, to be honest with you. Good morning from all above. No crap. Absolutely. So guys, all I'm going to say is, I don't know how I'm going to address this. You know, I prayed for it. I was thinking about a lot of stuff, you know, last night. And I know I've been exhausted. I've been utterly exhausted over this case, we're talking about the Sebastian Rogers. And I gotta tell you, when we start attacking innocent people on this platform over hurt feelings, we're misdirected. You know, we're misdirected. One of the things that I loved about being here and being on True Crime is that, you know, no matter how much the infighting, we were always on the side of putting the bad guys behind bars and finding the culprits to these crimes and finding ways to be a benefit, not to these cases, not to the victims, but also to law enforcement too, even though we know we aggravate and irritate law enforcement at times. You know, it's all for the greater good, and I think we all try very, very, very hard, you know, to work within those boundaries and constraints. And I understand, you know, we all understand, and we can give, and many people on here can give and argue and fight for, say, Katie Proudfoot, and talk about how, you know, people grieve differently. Yet when this man grieves differently, when he's just about had it, a group pushes a man absolutely to his breaking point until he is just broken, which is what they wanted to do, right? They wanted to do that. They wanted to break this man. They wanted to show how hostile he was behind the scenes fighting for his kid. I don't know how you would feel or how hostile you might be if your child was missing and you had this shit show going on behind the scenes. But clearly it was a shit show. Can you imagine Seth trying to work with these people and trying to give them instruction, and he's been met with this every time? They know better. They're going to do what they want to do. They see this, damn Seth, I know better. I know better. If we're seeing that in front of the screens now, can you imagine how that must have been behind the screens with him trying to give them simple instruction? And because he's a father of a missing kid and he was having some issues, those people, because he was angry, and despite who leaked it, I personally thought it was Seth. I was told it was Seth that leaked it, but I also heard that rumor from the very group that kicked me out. And that is obviously the very group that's attacking Seth now. And, I understand people think that Seth owes somebody anything, that volunteers that volunteered themselves in this, that their feelings are more important than his in a situation like this, and he's the one with the missing kid. I just feel like this is the problem, and then to see some of the most respectable people that I've grown to love and like dogging this man because he didn't choose who they wanted to choose. I cried last night. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing, quite frankly. I really couldn't. That we have spent so much energy on attacking who we know is an innocent man, who everybody professes is an innocent man, yet these people have attacked him for 2 solid days, taking the focus completely off 2 people that probably did something really bad to this kid. And while we know these 2 people did something really bad to this kid, an innocent man is being raked over and just destroyed because he chose to go a different direction. This is why you do not screw with people on the internet, because they will turn on you in a heartbeat. If you don't do exactly what they think you should be doing, they will try to destroy you. And this should show you, because we all know Seth is an innocent man, just trying to find his kid. And they want him to be nice and sweet. You guys support me. If I had anybody in my family missing, do you think I would be nice and sweet? Do you think I would give a shit about your feelings? I mean, seriously, do you think I give a fuck about any of the people? You guys love me, I love you. But do you think if I was going through the worst thing of my life, do you think I give a shit about you? Honestly? Do you think I care? When push comes to shove, I'm asking truthfully. I love you guys. But when it comes down to my life and my family and my children or my grandchildren, do you think I give a fuck about you? I'm asking you truthfully. Because as much as I love you, I don't. Okay? And I'm sorry if it hurts people's feelings, but if my life is tearing apart, I don't answer to you. I don't answer to a damn person. I don't care. If you want to come out, help. Volunteer. But if I'm going through my shit and I don't say thank you, and you can't understand that, guess what? Let me piss everybody off. Fuck you. Sound familiar? Sounds like Seth, doesn't it? Let's go beat up me. Drag me through the mud, okay? Oh well, I've dealt with it for 3 years. This is a man that's missing his child. Missing his child. And everybody is attacking a man that's missing his child that everybody knows is innocent, and I refuse to support any of them. My friends probably got emails or text messages this morning. My friends. My friends that I have just blocked. Because when we start turning into people that attack innocent people, when we're here to find the truth about a crime over hurt feelings, that's nothing I want to be a part of. I do not want to support it. I will not engage in it. We're here because a 15-year-old autistic boy is missing. And most likely, his mom had a hand in it. Yet we're sitting here attacking his father. That is literally, we watched him out there. We watched him break down. We've watched him cry. We watched this group of people that call themselves professionals literally destroy this man to almost his breaking point. And then we rooted it on by the sidelines. An innocent man being broken by a team of unprofessional people with hurt feelings. This is exactly why you don't mess with them. This is literally the business card of why we don't associate with a certain group. This is, you guys notice that my life has calmed down. Not much drama in my life lately, huh? And you notice one element missing. Then you see that element go to a different group. And now that group is nothing but drama. It's kind of funny how that happens. I think if you monitor who is the common theme of the drama, I think you might find the culprit. Because he's not a nice guy. Not a nice guy at all. And I hope people start seeing it soon. I really do. So, it's it's hard to watch, to say the least. It's hard to watch, to say the least. And I just really would like it to, all of you guys, I know it's hard, and I know right now all of this polarizing Seth issues is getting more screen time than the culprits of this crime, which is really, really sad. But I said, you're going to find out who really is here, for the attaboy and the clout, and who's here really to fight for Sebastian. I can tell you there has never been one case that I've covered that I haven't felt jaded or hurt or like I did more than everybody else. How dare they get this, or that, but at the end of the day, what am I here for? If I was here for all of that, maybe I would be complaining about all of that. But I've never been here for that. I've always been for the greater good, even in my political leanings. People, there's a person that has completely changed after being on YouTube, and I'm sorry, but just a change not for the better, in my opinion. And I really do hope and pray that we can get focused on the bad guys, because I've never in my life known a true crime genre to focus and destroy an innocent man. I can't support it. I can't support it. I don't care how bad you think this guy is. He lost his son. He didn't do it. End of story. If he knew the abuses going on in that house and failed to report it, then why did he need to fight to get a CPS report? Because let's face it, from the beginning, we've known he has not been informed of anything going on inside that home from CPS. That was from the very beginning, but somehow we forgot about all that when the narrative changed for this group and they wanted to attack Seth. We forgot all of that, right? They're also the same group that started peddling around that Seth was R-ing Katie since she was 12. Same group. It just makes you wonder, why is this group so bent on trying to hurt one person? And it's not even the criminal. Does that not make you just sit and think, maybe I need to look at this because this seems funny, this seems odd. Why would a group attack an innocent man? I mean, even if he knew something, he didn't do it. Meanwhile, we've got two people that actually committed these crimes. Nobody's even looking at or not even using this much energy to attack the person that actually did the abuse. It's just, oh, well, he may have known about it. Let's attack him. He didn't call it in. Well, the guy that actually did the abuse is sitting right here. Why are we attacking this guy over here that had to fight to find out what was going on and had to pay thousands of dollars to get a fucking report from CPS? I mean, they're speaking out of both sides of their mouth, and their audience are so fucking stupid. They're just like, yeah, you're right. Let's down with Seth, because you said so. But then just 2 weeks earlier, it was like, let's increase his GoFundMe to $25,000. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, well, we don't like him anymore. Down with him. Oh, we like him. Yeah, let's like him. Oh, we don't like him no more. Oh, boo. any emotion, and now they're ready to destroy an innocent man. Because of a group of unprofessional people who got their feelings hurt. I am like, I'm sorry. I don't stand with anybody but Sebastian Rogers. Period. I could give two fucks if they've got two problems behind it. I don't care. At the end of the day, is Seth innocent? Yes. Do we need a parent? Yes. Are we going to help a family? Yes. Okay, well, who's the parent that we're going to help? Obviously Seth. He didn't do it. I don't know how other people analyze their cases, but it's kind of how I analyze mine. Are they guilty or not guilty? Did they have anything to do with it? Are they ready to bare their soul to the world? Check, check, check. That's the guy. That's the guy right there. That's the guy. That's the guy I'm going to work with. But go on these pages and look. When you start using that much attention on an innocent man, you have to stop and ask yourself, what in the world is going on here? Why are they focusing on an innocent man? Is it really because of a PR guy? Who gives a shit? Who cares? What? Did we go to Riley Strain's family and demand who they use as a PR person? I don't even think anybody even looked in Dingman's past. So we don't tell Riley's family, we don't demand them, we don't destroy their family or pull their family apart because they didn't use who we wanted them to use, but somehow Seth is somehow different? Where we as the public can demand a family we have no clue who they are to use somebody that they don't want to use? Nobody has a problem with that? Has everybody fell off the fucking sanity train and hit the crazy train? It didn't turn into a poop show either because you didn't have JLR in the mix. That's why it didn't turn into a poop show. Where's all this being driven from? Because his team is idiots. Unprofessional team. And he got caught with his pants down because he's been touting his team as being the best team on YouTube. And look at the shit show they brought. It's an embarrassment. And now because it's been exposed, he wants to attack the father. That's what it's about. The leaked video? There's only one person I know that sends shit to mothers. Only one person. That told me who leaked the video. Or the audio. Right there. And it just so happens he's with the team that had it. Okay. Okay, Cupcake. That man does the best research. Everybody's like, oh, it came from this person. Check the email address. I guarantee he knew who that lady was. I guarantee he made a fake account. And I guarantee he sent it off. There's only one person I know on these streets that sends shit to people's parents. One person. And one person alone. I've never known anybody else to send crap to the parent. Well, no, I do. I know another person that would send it, but that person's not in this case. And would never have been associated with the people that would have access to that audio. You're right, I don't believe it was Trevor that leaked it. I think Trevor is a pawn. If you really want to know my truth. But not a pawn of Seth. No. I think they flocked to it, and the people that were trying to help, they ended up calling tragedy pumps and causing a shit show. But you know what? It was the same group of people. Well, by proxy, they're associated. It's shocking how all this turned. All of it turned on Seth. If that doesn't why would when did we as a true crime genre went after innocent people, and now all of a sudden that's our new thing? And people are just sitting there rooting it on. Oh yeah, you're right. He's horrible. He's a father of a missing kid. Go fuck yourself. Excuse me on a Sunday. I'm about to go to church. I'll pray for myself. Sorry. Even God knows I get hot under the collar. I'm not a perfect human being. I'm not going to sit here and tout I am. I've done a lot of crap in my life. If I had a kid missing right now, I wonder what they would say about me. I guess I don't love my kid. I guess I don't love my kid. I guess I must be a horrible person. I must hate my grandchildren because I have a criminal past. I did horrible things. I might have put my child in the corner, my grandkid in the corner. I might have spanked her ass a little too hard. I might have been, you know what? I might have lost my cool, right? Right? I must be a horrible parent, a grandparent because of it. I should be destroyed. If any of my grandchildren disappear, I should be destroyed because of something I accidentally did, or, you know, oversight, or lost my cool, right? Maybe I lost my cool. Maybe I hit my kid too hard, right? Right? I mean, abuse, right? Ah, I got your support. Nice. Didn't know if I had it. Feel kind of all alone over here, you know? So, but I've never in my life seen the focus, and we've got to start looking at why. There is a reason why this focus came off the Proudfoots and went directly on Seth, and it sounds like it's about a bunch of butthurt people. But Dolly, you know damn good and well. You know what, Dolly? I'm sorry, but you know damn good and well somebody tell you what the fuck to do, you're going to tell them to get bit. You're going to tell them to get bit. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying about you. Tell me somebody's going to come up to you, some stranger's going to come up to you and tell you how to run your shit. I'd love to see the fucking day. I'd love to see the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that shit. You ain't telling me what to do. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But I don't know, when we start attacking innocent families, I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with anybody that's attacking an innocent family. I just want to get back to brass tacks. I mean, we got enough here. I mean, there's so much stuff to tear apart. There's so many videos to analyze. Like, they've got, we like, even in this case, we didn't even do our normal stuff. Like, when did we used to go through all of these interviews and, like, literally pick them apart and, you know, blow it up on their face, blow it up on their hands, you know, pitch the thing. Is there anything going on behind the scenes? Like, we don't even do that with this case. It's like, just attack one parent or the other. Betty, it's MK. Oh, an advocate for common sense. Oh, you're impersonating Dolly. You can't do that. You can't do that. I hate when people impersonate me. I hate when people I don't even know what he's doing. Last time I heard about him, that's why I was surprised, because, you know, it sounds like he's on the bandwagon of destroying an innocent man too. So it's like this. All these people I worked with just think that they can tell a grown-ass man who he can work with on his own son's missing person case. I've just never in my life. Yeah, but I just don't. She's a female, though. You would think that, like, I would think more females would be like, what the F? You know, I would think there would be more females like me out there saying, this is insane. How did we go? When did we change from going after the bad guys to going after the innocent ones? You know, I don't get it. You know, I mean, I understand if you think they're innocent, or like, you know, like the Don and Candace, people think that they're innocent. Okay, well, you think they're innocent. I don't. I can understand that, but we're all in agreement that Seth is innocent. I mean, that's the problem I'm having. We're all in agreement here. So why is he the focus in a true crime community? This is a true crime community. This is not a feelings community. This is not, you know, I'm sorry. Feelings community sounds like drama. So I think that this whole clique of people is in the wrong genre, is what I'm seeing here. Because the last time I checked, true crime is about cases and bad guys. I mean. Airing the dirty laundry is not conducive in a task unless it has something to do with their past, their behavior, and stuff like this. But we already know their past. Like, we knew their past. We've already dragged them, what, like a month ago. So why are we still here a month later? That's my question. Why are we still here a month later attacking a man? He made a decision. Cry a river, build a bridge, and get the F over it. Seriously. You know? Let's start talking about everybody's feelings. Should we sit around a freaking campfire saying kumbaya, kumbaya, kumbaya? I mean, I am not a safe space in coloring books chick if you haven't noticed. Check your feelings at the freaking door. If you ain't got if you put a heart on your sleeve, expect it to get run over in the true crime world because people don't care about your feelings. Why? Because they got bigger fish to fry, like a missing or dead kid. You're here. You're breathing. Nobody gives a shit about you. You're safe. You're safe. You're above board. When you go missing, we'll send out the cavalry. But until then, sit back and shut the F up. This is insane. This was orchestrated because a bunch of people got their feelings hurt, and now they're sitting back and saying, look what we did to you, Seth. You didn't want to use us? Here, let me show you what we can do. This is what we can do. We can put 50,000 people on you and destroy your life. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, do you think that's the business card, the calling card of your next client? I'm telling you this, I am recording the shit out of this, and anybody wants to use that freaking group, I'm going to play this on the daily to show them exactly why you don't use unprofessional pieces of shit to run a case. This is exactly why you don't use them. This is not a positive message. This is exactly what law enforcement and media has been talking about forever, about how social media causes all these problems. Well, look, yeah, how can we deny it now? You got the biggest freaking cockroach leading the charge. Destroying an innocent man. When has that been okay? And he's got receipts, like an attorney bill, right? That we all know he paid to get those CPS. Why would he have to get CPS reports if he knew what was going on there and should have reported the stuff going on in the house? It sounds like a man that had literally no clue what was going on in that house. At the very beginning, he told us all, over a month ago, his son did not want to go back into that house, and he asked his son several times why, and his son would not tell him. We believed him then, and all of a sudden, because this group of people don't like him, now all of a sudden he knew and should have reported it, and down with him. You guys don't see this being manipulative from the biggest narcissist on the streets of YouTube? And you know it's him. Every last one of you know it's him. The key was the mother. When I heard that the recording went to the mom, I knew exactly who sent it. I absolutely believe Trevor. Absolutely 100% believe Trevor didn't send it. Trevor's behavior thereafter, problematic for me. Do I think Trevor's a good kid? I sure do. But he's hanging around a bunch of people that are going to ruin his reputation, because it almost ruined mine, didn't it? But you know what I did? I sat back, I licked my wounds, dusted myself off, and now we're rocking it out with our coffee beans out, aren't we? You know why? Because I shook the drama out of my life. Okay? That man is not a good man. I don't want to have to throw my personal business up here on YouTube. But if it's what I need to do to stop what's going on with Seth, it's what I will do. I will tell you that. But I'd just like to move on. But if you guys think that man is a good man, you are wrong. You are so, so, so wrong. Anyways, guys, take it for what you will. It's one of those things, when you start going, it's kind of hard to stop it. You know what I'm saying? So just give me just a second if you guys don't mind. I don't even know how to turn off my camera at this moment. Good gracious. I guess I'm not going to be able to. I don't even have... It won't let me turn off my camera. So I guess we're just going to sit here for a second. All right. So we just need to get back to... Sebastian. We need to get back to Sebastian. We need to cut out all the friggin' noise. We need to just... It's not helpful. We don't go after innocent people, guys. We don't go after innocent people, okay? I have never built my reputation on going after innocent people. I'm not going to start now. I don't care how many hurt feelings there are. I don't even care about my own hurt feelings. Can you imagine how many times we got our hurt feelings? You've never seen me act like this over some hurt feelings. You've never seen me try to destroy an innocent person over hurt feelings. You know what I do? I quietly exit stage right. That Tanya Witt case, when Jonathan back in August was trying to get me to go up over there and stand in the front of that man's house with my bullhorn, and I told him no. You know, you guys don't understand who Jonathan Lee Riches is. He's an orchestrator. And he tried to get me out there in front of Tanya Witt's boyfriend's house multiple times, and I refused to. And me and him got into a lot of disagreements. That's why I thought when he was doing the silent treatment, I thought that that's what it was over. I had no idea that him and Magnolia were screwing around, okay? I found that out October of last year, and that's when I broke up with him. So, you know, I know people think that this is a jaded, ex thing, and while that may play in it, if I have to be honest with you, because I do have hurt feelings over it, but, that's not why I'm doing this. It's I'd like to keep that baggage in my own closet, right? I don't want that. I don't want that out there. If I wanted that out there, everybody would have known what was going on 2 years ago, right? But I'm not going to let this man destroy another man, especially when he's my JP Miller. Okay, so it is what it is, and I don't want to come out. But I just want Jonathan and team to leave this family alone. So maybe you guys can help me with that. Applying a little bit of pressure. I don't think it'll work. You know, I really don't. But I hope to God it does. I just want to get back to Sebastian. They've taken enough time. I don't even want to see his face in this case. I just wish he'd just keep moving on and just leave, right? He obviously has an issue with Seth. Seth has an issue with them. It's done. It's over with. Why can't they just move on? I guarantee they're going to keep dragging this man for no reason over a bunch of hurt feelings. It's not a good look for them. How do you expect to tout your team in the future when this is the first case and you guys lost your shit because you got fired? Like, nobody wants to work with that. You know? They do. I just never thought it was going to be the people that I trusted and respected. You know, honestly, I would have never thought that. I was taught better than this nonsense right here. It's thought that, you know, I would say it's this whole new group that he's hanging out with. I don't think it is. I think it's just him. No matter where he goes, he's taking the drama with him. All I can say is I'm thankful the drama's out of my life. My life has been calm since exit stage right. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. Look at it, how much problems have we had? You know? You guys seen all the problems I had for the last 2 years, right? Let me make it crystal clear. Life's gotten a lot better, right? We love our chat this day and age. I just had to drop 180-pound weight and my life changed. It literally changed overnight. I feel bad for Magnolia. She has no clue yet. But the way I'm calculating, she's got about another, I don't know, year, maybe year and a half. The man hasn't been able to keep a relationship more than 2 years. So good luck, Magnolia. Just keep him away from bitches, okay? That's all I got to say. Just keep him away from bitches. You know? What a waste. 2 years of my life. But that's okay. Well, actually 3 years because I've been kind of, like, for the last 6 months, just been dealing with shit. But we're almost through it. We're almost through it. My mods gave me a plant. I got to make sure that I can keep a plant alive. Then we're going to an animal. I can keep the plant alive. They told me if I keep the plant alive, we can move to the next stage. Oh. Yeah, I'm not caring about anybody's feelings. If my kid's missing, I'd tell you to get back real quick. I'd have people crying. I'll tell you that. I'd have people crying. Put your big girl panties on. Oh, trust me, I got my big girl panties on, girlfriend. Believe that. This is my big girl panties, right? This is my big girl panties. Let's hope he can put his big boy pants on. No, I'm actually being honest. I don't want my personal business out there, but it'll come out. I mean, like I said, I posted this morning. I'm giving my final warning. You know, I really don't want to make this all public and shit, but if that's the only leverage I got to put an end to this stuff, then my personal business is about to be freaking center stage on YouTube, which sucks. But you know what? I do what it takes for these cases. I always have, and I always will. I've never cared about myself. I never cared about what people said about me. And that's just the way I roll. And if I'll use what leverage I have. You know, if things need to calm down, that's just how it is. So if that's not as honest can be, I don't know what is, right? I've got a problem, and I've got leverage. So what do? You use the leverage to help edge your problem. You know, I don't know what else to do. I wish they'd just leave this man alone. I wish they'd leave this man alone and put their energy toward the people that need to have their energy put toward. But I have a funny feeling that's not what it's going to be. And again, it's not like I want to do this, but that's the only thing that's going to get this to stop. If it takes the focus off Seth and gives him some relief, then here we go. You know, what do you do? What do you do? But at least it'll give them something to talk about. You know, all the hate channels can take and destroy my life a little bit more, so they'll be happy, right? It is what it is. This shit sucks. Hopefully you guys can pressure them just to move on, you know, refocus and get back, because, you know, I don't want to have a whole bunch of burnt bridges, but I can tell you my feelings are pretty hurt. And when I'm hurt, I just got to shut down a little bit. So I just kind of, you know, mule kicked a few people. That's all I can say. You know, behind the scenes, just mule kicked a few people. I'm done. Like, I'm not getting on this crazy train. They can have, there's no way in hell I can go to church today and say I've been a good Christian this week by attacking a man that had nothing to do with his kid. There's no way. There's no way. I'd rather pray that I cussed than have to pray for redemption like that. Sorry. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot that guy's a Christian guy that has affairs, abuses women, and I don't drink. I don't. Okay, how the margaritas there, JLR? Are they salty enough for you, buddy? There, buddy, old pal, huh? Okay. Facade. All right, guys, I love you, and I'm gonna keep going down this. If they're gonna keep beating him up, then we're gonna keep beating up the people that are beating him up. What do you do? I don't know what else to do. That's the strategy. You want to pressure him? Fine, I'll pressure you. Okay? I ain't got 200,000 to pressure you, but I don't give a rat's ass. What I do have is I have your past with me, and that I can pressure you with. So we'll see how this all rolls out. Who knows? You guys might be getting behind the scenes shit that nobody should be listening to. We'll see how they choose to move forward. But the one thing is I'm lazy, right? So it's not like I intended to, but I literally have 2.5 years of text messages. Why? Because I'm lazy. I don't clear out my text messages. I have literally text messages from 2017 in my phone. You know? So Magnolia, you got some explaining to do. Maybe JLR has some explaining to do. But I'm going to tell you what, he almost got your ass kicked at that Trump rally. Told me that you were his producer. Come. Oh, she never been to a Trump rally before. Be on your best behavior. Okay, honey, I'll be on my best behavior. And then he wouldn't even introduce me to his producer for the first time. And I said, there's something going on there. So I went up and shook her hand and let her know who I was. I'm Bullhorn Betty, honey. Have a great day. Looked over at Jonathan. Okay, I got you. Have a good day. So there you go. There you go. More to come. More to come. So hopefully we don't have to blast my past, but I'm prepared. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. We do what it takes here for these cases, believe that. More than you guys know.